Second is maintenance. Last is reporting. Okay. So I need to show you first is for this maintenance first. Okay. In this maintenance setup, okay, once you already get your this customer TIN number or supplier TIN number, you have to fill in the TIN number here and then the ID number and then the BID type. You can double click if there's an extra key here. Then you choose. Either it's BRM, business registration number, or IC number, or passport for foreign buyer, or army. Okay? So certain of column of the system auto default. Whatever the column is empty, you have to fill in. Okay? Those if you leave it blank, so when you do save, okay, the system will prompt message. Then we prompt message say, okay, maybe you are not complete your information. Okay, so there we show invalid TIN number in row 4, maybe in certain screen, so you didn't fulfill complete. Okay, so that's why we said that there is a 555 field mandatory, included your name, your TIN number, okay, the customer TIN number, email. This is all mandatory field. So normally if you save, let's say it's very safe, then we say that you are updated. Okay, you already updated the account. For example, the first one I save, I try to save. Let's say I already fill in this whole thing. I save. Okay. So when normally is you're successfully either in debtor or creditor, they will show you debtor's e-invoice information has been updated. Means that it's good news. Okay. But if you key in your this master file mandatory field, first thing, you must register my invoice bottle first. Okay? You have to register my invoice bottle. Else, when you save, you won't able to save at all. Because why? When you save our 3A system, then we link to IRB cloud server. Then we check the TIN number, whether you provide is correct TIN number or wrong TIN number. Okay? So that's why you have to register my invoice bottle first before you fill in your this all mandatory field. Okay, like creditor. So creditor, same thing. You need to fill in creditor, all the information. Okay, supplier, those you want to issue sell bill e-invoice. Okay, no harm if you want to issue, you have to fill in, let's say, local supplier, they give you TIN number. If you want to key in, doesn't matter. But this is only those you are issue sell bill e-invoice. Okay, or sell bill consolidated e-invoice. Then you need to fill in the TIN number. For example, this one is foreign supplier. So we already mentioned 30 is for foreign supplier. So then after that, they don't have passport. Of course, if you want to request passport, you can key in the passport number. Okay, and then after that, contact number, email. I need to show you there is a state. State here, this is government code, not our CTE created. It's created by this LHTM. Okay, it's prefixed by them. For overseas one, is 17, not applicable. Unless you're under Selangor, is 10. Normally, they follow your IC. Let's say Negeri Sembilan is 05. Country, you double click. Then you choose what country. And then MSIC code. MSIC code for foreign supplier, all is 50. 50 means that not applicable. Unless it's local supplier. If local supplier, okay, then you need to put in the proper TIN number. Okay, proper MSIC code, the proper MSIC code. Okay, your business nature code. And then the tourism ID, if you don't have, you leave it. If some of the supplier that are compliant on sales or service tax number, then you need to fill in. Okay? So if those without, you leave it. You leave it, or you put NA. You can put NA. Okay? That's it. Okay? So this one also, when you save, the system will link to this IRB to check the TIN number. To check the TIN number. Okay, again, beside creditor, debtors, you need to fill in stock. Stock system, okay, under stock, we have this certain of the code we call class code, classification code. This is for e-invoice classification code. Then the second one, this is for classification for sell bill. There are 4 defined codes for classification. We can double click because this extract you can double click. You can see majority for personal sales tax relief tax code. Of course, I need to focus for those supply construction material is 005. Okay, from here we don't show 004 because the 004 is consolidated e-invoice or consolidated sell bill. Those customers submit e-invoice. I make a short form like EI console or sell bill console EI. Okay, so if they submit console, okay, in our 3A accounting system, the system auto, they upload classic code as 004. Our 3A system auto detect. When you open your My Invoice portal, when you see your this document from My Invoice portal, you're able to see the class code will be 004. That one is called what called is consolidated code. Okay, like our CTE supply computer, smartphone, we have to choose 003. Okay, like Lazada, this one all is 008. Okay, for e-invoice, for this 009 is for sell bill e-invoice. So you can see there are 45 code. So you need to fill in. Okay, apparently when you compliant e-invoice, our 3A system will help you to fill in all the classification code, okay, for those existing stock code. So we all apply as 022, we call others. Okay, or we put others. Majority is others lah. But no harm, you need to check lah. You need to check. Okay, especially like those hardware shop, they supply for construction materials. Okay, then they have to remember put 005. Okay, and then for the sell bill, these others sell bill e-invoice is 036. 036. Okay, we move down.
Okay.
Scroll down. Okay, this is the one. Okay, for imported goods is 034. Okay, for imported goods. Okay, so now same thing. Okay, actually instead of you set up here in maintenance setup, you can able to set up in debtor master file, okay, or creditor master file. Okay, there is the invoice e-invoice tab. You can fill in here. Okay, then you can validate your TIN, whether the customer provide the correct TIN number. Okay, same thing for creditor. And then stock system, I need to let you know unit of measurement. Okay, unit of measurement, okay, in this IRB, they have a lot of 2,000 plus of this unit of measurement. You need to fill in the unit of measurement. If you don't have time to fill in, you leave it blank in our 3A accounting system. When you upload your e-invoice or sell bill invoice, our 3A accounting system will auto upload each, EACH, each as your this unit of measurement. Okay, So it means that you need to fill in the every of this e-invoice unit of measurement. You need to fill in. Let's say BB is by box. Then you need to fill in by box. Okay, by box, base box. Okay, so now we go to stock maintenance. Under the stock maintenance, there is a class code. Okay, especially new stock code. Remember, must come to the built-in classic code. Okay, and country code as well. As country code as well. If okay, customer without stock code using extract. If they're using extract code, our 3A system put as others code, classification code as others. Okay, so if you're using non-extract code, when you key in your invoice, okay, and then in your company profile, when you're already compliant, means that you already upgrade our 3A as e-invoicing. From here, company profile, you're able to see e-invoice, info, e-invoice setting. Please go and fill in this all information, and please click and check your verification team, because this one can impact your submission e-invoice. Make sure it's valid. Make sure you register your My Invoice portal. Okay? And fill in your MSIC code. E-invoice setting. Okay. Come, e-invoice setting. This is, you have to register our CTE as intermediary. Okay? So once you already register intermediary, you have to take intermediary, put in your TIN number, your company TIN number, and click as a production. Because this is by live. When you go by live, 1st of July is production. Unless you use sandbox is for testing purpose. So remember, 1st of July, please check this all, and please check, make sure you already register our CD as intermediately. Okay? So if you register as intermediary, when you click this LHDM text connection, they will show connected successfully. Means that good news. You already add CTE as intermediary. Okay, for us, now this is the demo data. CTE is software provided. So we are marked as a taxpayer. Okay, marked as a taxpayer. Okay, so this is doing testing demo. We are using pre-poll. Okay, we are using pre-poll. Remember, I need to repeat again. This one very, very important. Check all the information. Check your TIN number. Check your SSM number if there is a sales or service tax number. If no, you put NA. Check your ID number, business registration number, and click the validate. Make sure it's valid. Okay? And then check your LHDM test connection. Make sure connection is successfully. Okay? If not, you'll be facing the problem when you submission your e-invoice or sell bill invoice. Okay, now this is demo data. We're using taxpayer. Remember, your one is intermediately with the TIN number. So ours one is under this taxpayer. I'm showing the pre-poll now. Okay,
can I ask a question?
Can you later ask a question? We open for question 15 minutes after we finish this invoice briefing. Okay? Don't worry. We have a Q&A. Okay? For 15 minutes. Okay? Come. Okay. We go for the second step. Security. Before you start the e-invoice, you need to set permission right. Who is the person allowed for submission e-invoice by individual invoice or batch invoice? There are two types to submit e-invoice or sell bill e-invoice. You can submit by document, invoice by invoice, every invoice, just submit, every invoice, just submit. Or you go by batch, means that one batch you can put maximum 100 invoices, because the LRB, they have limitation of size, 5 MB size only for moment. So in our tray system, if you submit as batch, maximum 500. Then you go by second batch, another 100. Okay, you need to set this cancel or reset for those user allowed to cancel the e-invoice or reset the e-invoice. First thing, before you start, you must set this permission right. Very important. Don't simply give your staff reset. Very dangerous for this reset. Because this reset, I'm going to show you reset later. Because this reset is not linked to LHDM. Your 3A itself is doing reset. Although you submit valid, it still can reset. Be careful, this one, reset. Don't simply give cancel or reset. So because I want to show you, I'm using administrator, I'm using CTE, I have to take right. Okay, now I need to show you how to do this submission e-invoice. Normally, you will key in sales order or debtors. Okay, for invoice. For example, now I'm keying the invoice. I key the invoice. Okay, for example, I key my number, maybe it's running 08. Okay, I'm keying today date. Okay, so I need to submit e-invoice. Okay, so now let's say I need to do this AAA. Okay, engineering. If you are keying for this foreign buyer, if you have the K2 number, please put the K2 number. Okay, please put the K2 number. Okay, if you don't have, leave it, doesn't matter. Okay, but K1, foreign supplier, you must put in. That one is mandatory field. K1 number. So now I key in AAA item. For example, I key in 888. Okay, Chinese like 888. Okay, another thing is those compliant sales tax. If they have schedule C trade. If they have schedule C trade, please put in the cert number. Because IRB want to know. C trade, listen if you're under schedule C trade, please key in the cert number.
They want to change 1,008.
So let's say now, SMA, I take no sales tax. Excuse me, please listen. Now, I'm doing submission e-invoice now. Okay, first thing, as usual, you just key in, then you just save and print. Let's save and print. You still can print for customer. Okay, you still can use your pre-printed form to print out without QR code. Without the QR code. You can print any invoice you want. So once you print out as usual, when you want to do submission, okay, how to do submission? Okay, for example, now I already key in. This customer walk in and collect goods. They say, hey, my company need e-invoice. Can you prepare for me? Yes. After you save, you can click e-invoice here. There is an e-invoice here, or under browser here, you're able to see save and submit e-invoice. Okay? Once you click, the system will, our 3A system will create sub-ID number, followed by year, month, and date. And running number 40 followed by 1. Okay? So they'll be running. Okay, we let the system run first. Okay. And then now, the second method we do. Submission by batch. How to do submission by batch? Okay, if I want to do submission, okay, first thing, you need to open this submission list first. Always open, because you need to inform this IRB cloud server. You are entering the line into their live, into their IRB cloud server. Without open this platform, you wouldn't able to submit your e-invoice. I repeat again, this one very important. Always open this submission list platform. Because this one, you just need to, hey, let this LHDM know I'm this CTE. Now I'm linking my live e-invoice to this, your server. So that's why this one is my submission. Can you see? Okay, their running number, then they put here internal status submitted. Okay, this is a sub UID is from LHDM. Okay, means that you already submitted. Okay, once the pink color gone, it will show this process instead of submit. Then this is IRB, then reply back for you. This document was valid. So this is only one document. If you want to see detail, this is an extra key. You can double click, you're able to see. Oh, this is my sub ID. This is my e-invoice. Okay, this is a validation UUID number and long ID. And then valid in what date, what time. Okay, and then after that, of course, you can double click V for view, I for remove. Okay, so we go to this screen. I need to explain for you. For this, V means that I can double click the system auto display, document display. In fact, this is our adapter system document display. Okay, there is an e-invoice tab here. You can see this is our 3A sub ID. This is our UUID from LHDM, sub ID from LHDM, long ID from LHDM, and LHDM valid. Internal status is our 3A valid. Okay, internal status is our 3A valid. This is from LHDM valid with the date. Okay, you can see sometimes you're unsuccessfully submission without UUID or any problem, you can click LHDM get document detail. So from here, there are 6 lines. Okay, if one of the line invalid, means that you're not successfully submit your e-invoice. Okay, that means you need to check why, or you call the LHDM check. LHDM get document detail is not from 3A, it's from LHDM. This is from input from LHDM. Okay, so now I want to edit, I want to print e-invoice. Before we print, we open our e-invoice. You will be able to see this valid status is shown here. Means that once it's signed as valid, I cannot change. I cannot change my quantity. I cannot change my price. And I save, there will prompt message say, this amendment not allowed because your e-invoice was submitted to IRB. Okay, so now, okay, for example, now I want to print because this customer walk in, request the e-invoice. Okay, I print out. In fact, e-invoice era government encourage paperless environmental. So you can WhatsApp. Nowadays, you can WhatsApp as long you subscribe. Or you save as PDF file, you email. Or you send email or WhatsApp. So not necessary, you must print out. If you want to print out, you can double click. You can see our format. You look for ZZ this format, our latest format. ZZ e-invoice format. Then this one print by laser. Don't print from dot matrix because dot matrix the QR code. So sometimes you print out there might be not the third party cannot scan, the buyer cannot scan. So we design this format for this laser format. Okay, which means show the UUID number. Okay, show your this buyer TIN number, following by the QR code and digital signature. This is the one. Without submission, you are able to see this. Okay, why not we log into LHTM My Invoice Portal? I show you. For example, remember 5G159, 5G, remember 5G. Okay? This is a UUIT. Let me share the screen. I need to share this screen for LHTM. Okay, I need to share. Okay, you can see I'm share the LHTM screen. Okay, oh, so sorry. I need to log in. They already logged out. Just for a moment. I need to copy the file. Hold on. Okay, maybe later we check. Hold on.
Over.
I don't want to share first because I need the TIN number. Let me get the TIN number first.
Me.
Hold on. I don't have the TIN number with me. Just for a moment. I ask someone to share me the TIN number. Just for a moment, give me a second.
阿叔想問拎嗰個線 coin 翻嚟有冇俾單你啊 ？DKN 冇啊，都kotak tinggal je. Kotak tinggal sana lah. Oh hujan ah. Nanti kena hujan ah.
Hello. Can you please mute?
Password. Because in fact, I already opened my invoice portal just now. I don't know who logged out this my invoice portal for me. So for no choice,
小个
I need to log in again.
Malas ah mau tengok. Dia tengok sudah lah. You mau tengok?
Just for a moment.
Tak mau
Let me
tengok.
get the password.
Kacau aja. Halo? Hah?
Matt, please. Respect the participant. Game password. CTE. Okay, now I'm logging this my invoice bottle. Okay, I need to show you the invoice again. Okay, this invoice with QR code. Okay, this my invoice bottle. You can see the my invoice bottle here. Okay, so I log in now. My invoice bottle. Just for okay, come back here. So just now I already submit the e-invoice called EI25030A. Okay, can you see? 5G. Just now I mentioned 5G. 159GA. My invoice number, this is the invoice number. Submit as EI. Valid. You can see valid with the UUID number. And then after that, you can see buyer information or supplier information together with amount 888. Can you see 888? So now I need to do amendment. For example, now this customer say, hey, you charged me the wrong price, okay? Not 888, 777. Okay, so now I make it share screen first. I log into 3A again. Okay. Okay, now how to cancel my invoice? Remember, within 72 hours, you're able to cancel your e-invoice. How to do cancellation e-invoice? Okay, you can minimize this submission list. Okay, so we log in back. Okay, I want to cancel now. Okay, this is, okay, we open this one, we minimize. I can minimize, doesn't matter. Okay, this is a cancel document. I can cancel the invoice. Okay, key in the invoice number. And check, okay, AAA engineering, 3A. Amount wrong, cancel. I click cancel. Once I click cancel, you have to give a reason why. So you say, oh, wrong price. After you put wrong price, okay? So from here, we log in back, I share back the screen. Okay? Just for a moment. Okay, I recall this invoice. Can you see that we show cancel, status cancel? Means that the system switched to draft instead of hosted. It won't link to your P&L, this sales AAA. Okay, now customer said that the price wrong. Okay, you quote AAA wrong. Okay, what should I do? The next step, what I want to do is I have to reset back to this. Okay, before I reset, I want to show you this my invoice bottle. Again, my invoice bottle. Okay, let me log in my invoice bottle. Okay, anyone can see my invoice bottle? Hello?
No.
No, okay, share again. Okay. Let me refresh the submission. From here, submission, okay. So we log in, right? Document, we check the status here. Cancel, can you see? Cancel. Reason, wrong price. Okay? Okay, now I want to amend the price. How? Okay, let me log into 3A. I need to reset the invoice. I have to go back to my e-invoice submission, reset document. Okay, go back the invoice number, check document, put the reason, wrong price. Careful here. In 3A doesn't mean link to LHDM record. Okay? Don't simply reset. Do not simply reset. Okay? Unless you need to amend. I still can amend within 3 days. Confirm. Okay? You need to key in word confirm. Because let you to think first carefully. Are you doing the correct way? Reset. Okay? Okay, successfully reset. Okay, why not we log in back to our debtor again? Okay, we log in and call back. Okay, then the cancel disappear, the status. Now I change 77. Then I save again. Okay, then I post again. Okay, now I want to show you submit e-invoice by batch. Batch. By batch means that you can submit multiple invoice to one batch. You have to log into submission list here. Okay, make sure this is open. Okay, I already open submission list. Minimize. How to submit by batch? We go to create submission ID debtors. From here, you put date. Okay? Okay, in fact, here I have key in some invoices. Some invoices. So I submit e-invoice now. Either CN, DN, or invoice. Let's say I'm focused invoice. I just search. I can call my debtors. I can key in the invoice number. So I go by date range if I want to go by batch. From here, they show you, I have 4 invoices. Then you check which one you want to submit. This is the one I amended, 777. The price I amended. They say, this one also I need to submit, this one I need to submit, or select all also can. Okay? Either select all. So you can ascending your document, descending your document. So, okay, for example, I just submit this, these 3, for example. This is go by batch. Go by batch means that step 1, click search. Step 2, select document. I already select. Step 3, select submission e-invoice consolidated.
Excuse me, cannot see your screen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me show, sorry. Okay, now you can see I'm doing submission by batch. Great. Submission ID debtors. Can see 3A now? Okay.
Cannot see at the top. You have to go a little bit up.
Oh, cannot see.
Half only,
Half only.
Okay, you can try
Okay,
again.
minimize first. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm doing submission by batch invoice. E-invoice. Okay, EI. I put 23rd of March
Okay.
25. I search, step 1, search. Step 2, select. They ask you to select document. I only select these 3 documents I want to submit. Included this one, I amended 777. Because the customer walk in cannot wait already. So then after that, I submit, then I send WhatsApp lah. So I want to submit step 3. Step 3, click here, submission, e-invoice. Okay, click here. So now my running number is batch 0002. Okay, CTE created the running number. Okay, so we let the system run. Now I want to show you how to submit consolidated e-invoice. Click this one. For example, consolidated e-invoice, the government give 1 month plus following month 7 days. Means that, okay, before the 7 day, you have to submit your consolidated e-invoice. So you can see the black screen, the DOS base is running. So it's running means that let the system process the link to LHDM. I submit consolidated now. Step 1, search. I have 1st of March invoice, cash sales. Okay. I have some is my pre-type invoice. Okay. So I want to submit console. Step 2, select document. I select document 1133. Okay. And then this is 1st of March, included this 23rd of March. See the date, See the date. I step 3, click consolidated EI. Confirm again. Type the wording called confirm. Now it's running 003. Okay, this is go by batch. Go by batch, okay? So now let the system process. Later I show you all the submission, which means I already done the submission. So because I don't want to in and out. Okay, now from here to be submit. From here is 0. Here they show you, you have 6 document was submitted. Okay, I want to show you this screen. Okay. So sometimes you will be facing with error. With error means that you cannot submit. Because why? See the error reason. Because your classification, maybe you leave it blank. That's why they say it's that classification is required. This is our 3A system validate. Okay, like TIN number, if we didn't put, they also validate for you. That means you need to solve this problem first, put in your classification code, then you submit again. Okay, this 17 means that within this date, this all I already submitted. In queue list means that these are the invoice still in queue list. Okay, so this is a status. Okay, now I want to do another one, sell bill e-invoice. For example, I have overseas invoice. I need to key my supplier invoice in pre-type invoice or invoice linked to stock or purchase order system. Okay, so I key PO. After that, I update PO. I go to DO. Then I import my DO to invoice. Okay, but anyway, now I'm doing supplier, foreign supplier imported goods. Okay, so I'm keying now. Blah blah blah. In fact, I already key in. I just want to let you know there is a K1 number. K1 number you have to key in. K1 number. And then government give a grace period 2 months. For example, so based on custom clearance, today is 25th of March. I have one shipment. Okay, I have one shipment. It's clearance today. So means that you can submit your sell bill e-invoice following 2nd month. Means that now March, April, May. By May 31st, you must submit your supplier foreign invoice. For example, now I'm creating my own reference number. Okay, today. Okay, I key in. Okay, 25th. Okay. So now this is source number is supplier invoice number. Supplier invoice number. Key in the supplier invoice number with date. Maybe the date is March. Okay. Maybe this invoice they have used shipment.
Excuse me, cannot see.
Cannot see. Something wrong with my screen. Hold on. I log in again. Okay, can you see I'm logged in creditor invoice link to stock? Hello?
Cannot see, cannot see.
Cannot see? Again, let me stop first the sharing. I log in back just for a moment. Can you see I'm logged in creditor now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say I'm keying the supplier invoice, either in purchase order key in, either in this invoice link to stock key in. Okay, this is to key in your supplier actual invoice number. Okay, and then after that, this is a supplier, for example, okay, USD, B international public listed supplier. K1 number I have to put in. Okay, must mandatory field. Oh, maybe I put one US. If you foreign currency, you put the LC rate. How much is it? Maybe I choose one is with foreign currency. Right? Again, foreign currency. Okay, this one. Okay, 4.15. 4.15. 4.4? 4.4. I don't know 4.4, 4.3 lah. Just put currency. Okay, I key in blah blah blah. Okay, now I key in, I call up my stock code here. AAA lah ha. Simple lah. Hold on ha. My code. Okay. Okay, now blah blah blah. I key in 20,000. Okay, another one is X-ray. You still can key in X-ray, non-stop. But the system, when you upload, this system upload, the system auto default classification code as 036. Call others. Call others. Okay? Okay, now I want to submit. I scan, save, and submit. Click here. Immediately submit. Okay, currency, yes or no, doesn't matter. So now they're running number 004. Okay, so now I want to show you how to submit. Let the system process. I'll show you later. I go to submit credit note. Credit note. Okay, by batch or by, I'm doing by batch. Create by batch. Sell bill. Credit note. I have one credit note. Foreign creditor. Okay? I don't know foreign or what. I don't want to take lah. Huh? I just click credit note now. I search. Step 1. Click. Search. CN link to stop. Yes, I have one CN. This is foreign credit note. Okay? So I take. Cannot see again. I think I have to switch another hard disk device. Why is funny? Okay, I need to go to ChatGPT and check. Now can you see my submission credit note 39942? Hello?
Tracy, the line we can't see. See?
I think I need to switch another device already, if like that. Just for a moment.
And I hope the other person please mute it. We cannot hear what Tracy is saying.
Milk, your.
我们可以去我们账户，我们管他的。
但是你要做 e-Invoice，要 valid 他的 invoice。
你招了，我们会还吗？
Okay. Can you see I'm logged in to Tax Hub now?
Oh.
Can see, Stop. Okay,
No.
now I'm doing, cannot see, Can
Now
see
can.
I'm not,
Now okay.
okay, I'm doing submission by batch credit note. Credit note, So now I click foreign creditor, I search, okay? Or I untick, doesn't matter. You just click credit note. I submit credit note only. Search, step 1. Step 2, select document. Step 3, submit e-invoice. Okay, very simple. Now it's running 005. Let the system process. Okay? So now I need to let you know is we have a report here. You can print out your submission list report to check your report. What are the invoice you already make submission? Okay, you can print a report, either debtor, either creditor. So then you can check all the information. Okay, then we show you the report, e-invoice. So of course you need to matching reconciliation with your My Invoice portal. That one very important. So you need to check whether valid this UUID, whether it's correct or not. Please check carefully. Please check. So there are few reporting here. So then we have such taxpayer TIN number here. You can search, you can type the company name, then you can search TIN number. You no need to go to My Tax, okay? My Tax website. our 3A system able to search now. Then you can print debtor e-invoice listing. Okay? So, and then this one we still implement some device not able to see, some yes. This one means that it interlink with my invoice portal to do auto matching. Auto matching. Match your LHDM. But deal with a certain OS, certain hardware, we still have problem. My ID still need to do some enhancement. Okay? For this. So the auto link from my invoice portal to match. But good to print or export your my invoice portal and reconciliation your 3A. Okay, so now I need to show you under this e-invoice listing. Let me open. Just now we have submit a lot. Okay, why not I submit the refund? We go to refund. For example, I pay overcharge. I have one refund note. You see invalid also, they show invalid. That's why doing account nowadays not easy. They have to do a lot of checking. A lot of checking doing account. Okay? Ask your boss, employ more staff. For example, now, this is goods overpay. I'm issued refund note in transaction refund note. Okay? Debtors refund note. So you must key in the remarks. Even though if you're under credit note also, you must key in remarks here. And put in the invoice number, which means this invoice was valid. I have to repeat again. If you issue refund note, credit note, debit note, either in this debtor or creditor, so you have to key in the invoice number, which means it's valid. Then only you can submit your e-invoice. If your goods overpaid for refund note is refund.
Tracy,
Yes?
I'm so sorry. I really can't see anything, you see.
I think what's your name? You just let us know. We have another Zoom. Maybe we go for another Zoom.
Tracy, May from UEA. I'm May from UEA.
Oh, May, I take note. Maybe it's still.
Sorry, I really cannot see anything from the beginning actually.
Doesn't matter. We send a recorder, and then after that we will invite you again for this Zoom during of June or July. June, most probably is June. We invite you again. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Because this one I don't know why it keep on and off. The screen cannot see. Okay. So now I need to do the refund note. Anybody can see I'm logged into refund note entry?
No.
No. Okay, I'm stop the sharing again. I log in again. Okay, can you see I log into this refund note? I put RN250303. Can someone answer me? Can see?
Yes.
Yes, okay, refund note. I need to repeat again. Refund note, credit note, debit note. Okay, either debtor or creditor. If your invoice is before your implementation e-invoice, you want to submit your this ECN, ERN, EDN, put an A. Or another alternative is you no need to submit to LHGM. Okay? No need to submit. Okay? They allow you to without submission. Okay, so now I'm doing, this is the actual one. My invoice, which means it's valid. Okay? I need to submit now. Okay? I click submission. Either I go by batch, I go by on the spot submit. Okay? You can submit on the spot. Then they will show you. Very good example here. They say that unable to submit e-invoice. Because why? This is CEI 2409. This invoice number we are submit as consolidated e-invoice. That's why you cannot submit ECN. Because why? This one, let me open the document display. I show you. Document display. Some customer answer, how I know this e-invoice I submit is console or normal e-invoice? You can see the tick here. There is a tick marking here is consolidated. If this invoice is consolidated, means that when you issue refund note or CN note or debit note, which means is referring this invoice, okay, referring this invoice, which means is valid, I submit as console, then you must submit as console as well. Now I log into create submission ID debtors. Anyone can see I'm logged into this submission, create submission ID debtors. Anyone can see?
No.
Okay, I'm doing refund note submission. Click refund note. Console. That's why 3A system, they will check for you. They will check. If you issue the invoice is consolidated, you submit normal ECN, cannot. There will prompt message for you because they will say that, sorry, this invoice refund note is consolidated e-invoice. So now we click search here. Okay, my console, I don't know what date, but doesn't matter, just to show you. So please select consolidated, already select, but it doesn't show, doesn't matter. So as usual, as like normal, you submission. So you just stay and search, step 1 to 3, then done. Okay, now if I want to submit CN or anything, I can search here. Okay, I can click search. Then this is go by batch. I click CN, then I click submission. Okay, I click submit. Okay, either you submit console or you submit refund note or you submit your e-invoice. Another number 006. Okay, now I already submit a lot of invoices and CN, DN, and sell bill. Okay, now we log into our My Invoice portal. I need to share the My Invoice portal. I log into My Invoice portal. Anyone can see my Invoice portal?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay. You see, today date, 25th March. Now, 1109, 1107. This all you can see is submitted. Why not we click the first one, the latest one? CN 39942. Okay? UID number, sub-ID number, valid. Okay? Then you can see this all information in detail. Okay? In detail. Come again. We go to submission, this. Invalid, this one you need to check. Every 3 days you need to check. Okay? In fact, LHDM for moment, they keep 1 month. They keep for you only for 1 month. Start from today date backward to 1 month. Okay? That means 2 months ago, you can't able to see. Why not we focus the invoice just now we submit? The invoice just now we submit, we amend 77. Okay? The invoice EI 2503 search. Okay, so many. EI, is it this one? Can you see 77,777? Okay, that means this is my amendment invoice with new UUID. Below here is cancellation. This first time I'm doing submit 888 because customer said wrong pricing. So now you can see another UUID, XZ1TZ. XZ1T, remember XZ1T. So this is the invoice which means I amended, which means it's valid. Okay? And then the amount was 777. Okay? So now I stop, I share. I share my screen. Okay, I show you the 777. Can you see anyone? I'm logged into 3A now.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay,
Yes.
good. Look at this. Can you see this e-invoice is exact IT,
I
the
can't see.
UUIT?
I can't see.
Okay, let me stop again. I share again. I don't know why today I cannot see. Problem. Okay. I know I need to go to Copilot and ask for it. Okay. Now anyone can see I'm open document display with this number EI2503? Yes. Good. Now the IT number is matching with what I show you in my invoice bottle. Right? So you can see sub ID, this long ID, this all. Okay? So when I click here, I click edit, it's valid. It's valid. When you print again the e-invoice, the QR code, there will change. Another QR code. Click here, e-invoice, ZZ e-invoice. Then after that, preview again. So the UUIT, they will based on the current UUIT, exact1T. Okay? Exact1T. And then the QR code. Okay? That's it. Okay. Now I need to log into another one. This is a submission for moment I show you. Okay, I want to show you in this submission list. Okay, I submit so many documents. I want to show you. These are the batch I did submission. Okay, 3 documents. Okay, I want to show console. This is not console. I did one console. Yes, this is the one. If you submit console, all the document will be UUID same. Share with the same UUID number, sub-ID number, and long ID. That means this batch number, then we record in your My Invoice portal, and then your My Invoice portal will break down with these 3 documents. Okay? With valid. Okay? Then we show the total invoice amount. Okay, let me go to here. I have to put oldest date. I want to show something. If you see pink color, it's not a good news. It's not a good news. But when you see in progress submitted, it's a good news. Submitted means that our 3A already submit the invoice to IRB. They already received, but it just only based on the maybe due with a certain spec or internet or server spec. Sometimes when the IRB input the database in our 3A system, cannot see
anything.
Okay. Log in again. What happened today? Okay. Can you see a lot of pink color highlight sub-ID?
Yes.
Can see? Okay, good.
Yes.
I need to explain for you. Pink color, be careful. You need to check why. Let's say this invalid pink color. Double click here. Then click view. Remember, get LHID, LHDM information. Check why. Okay, if you don't know what is the purpose, call the customer service LHDM, check why. If you don't know what is the purpose this. Okay, then after that, you have to do again and then resubmit again. Like say, pending. Like yesterday, I have one customer that have 10, more than 10 is pending. So they're very kanchiong there because submit on the spot. They say, why still pending? let the system process. Next day, second day, you check. Of course, you don't check last day lah, third day lah. Okay, because the system keep process. Okay, in queue list. Okay, another one is this one. In progress submitted. When you're facing this problem, means that our 3A already help you to submit to this my invoice portal. They already receive it. Sometimes you can log into your my invoice portal to double check. For secure purpose for moment, although it's invalid, I also inform the customer, please go to my invoice portal double check. Sometimes it's valid, you know. We facing some customer is valid, but here invalid. That means it's caused by a lot of possibility. Okay, let's say this one in progress submitted. When you're facing this problem, means that in fact in your my invoice portal they are really valid. It's just only when you input back to our 3A, the system not yet input the information. What you do is you double click our sub ID, double click LHDM get submission. Just double click here. Once you double click, the system will run the processing. Can see? Can see?
Yes.
Then we run processing. Then after that, they return it to valid. Okay, they return it to valid. So that means it's in progress submitted. You can double click the sub ID, our sub ID. Then after that, click LHDM. Resubmit. Don't simply click resubmit without check your my invoice portal. Means that, as I say, sometimes you're in the halfway. Okay? But the LHDM, the data file haven't input into our device. So, in fact, from the my invoice portal already valid. So, then what you do is the user go and resubmit. What happened? Resubmit, they reject, or it could be duplicate. Duplicate submission. Okay. In fact, the LHDM also enhance their software lah. They should come up the message. Okay. And then reset attempt. Like yesterday, the customer said pending list. I said, oh, you want to be fast, you can click reset attempt. Once they click reset attempt, they refresh, then the system will keep processing. So keep processing means that once they keep processing, so the system will generate output the file, okay, or input the file. Then you can see all the things. Okay, so that's it. Okay. What is this for NULL? This NULL also got problem. You need to check. So sometimes they will show the reason here. Reason. Oh, because your date is assisted 3 days. 3 days. So you cannot submit anymore. So what you can do, you can remove. Remove the this R called remove. Remove this invoice number PRE. Let me write down 250228. Okay, and copy first. Okay, you can remove and then you change your date and resubmit. R means that remove. So this is my document number I remove. After I remove, then I change my document back. Go to document display, change to the current date, then I resubmit as usual. Either you submit batch or you submit this consolidated. Okay? So you just put in the date, today date, then you resubmit. This is how we do. Save and resubmit again. Okay? Save and resubmit. Then click the submission by invoice submit.
Can you show again because we cannot see?
You cannot see again. Hold on. Okay. So now I am doing submission after I change my date. Okay, I resubmit. I click resubmit log e-invoice. So then they're running submit LHDM. So now my number is 007, Janspon number. Later you see, okay? That's it. This is a summation. I want to share some of the remarks. You have to put attention. Let me share. I stop the share. I share our OI3A guideline. I log into our PDF file. Where is my PDF file? OI3A. Yes, this is the one. Oh, not this one.
If let's say the date, we already closing the account.
Hold on now.
We
Wait. We open the Q&A later. Not now. 12 o'clock, I open for the Q&A. Not now. Give me some second. I need to open my PDF file. Okay, this is my PDF file. I share now. Stop share now. Okay, anyone can see I'm logged in PDF file called 3A Accounting 2.72?
Yes.
Yes, that? Okay. I need to explain to you this guideline we can provide to you. We can link this, provide this our summary guideline, how to submission, how to print report, how to submit e-invoice, this all thing we can share for you. So just I need to show you some remarks. Okay, first remarks, as I say that when you do submission, please always open submission list. That means is you go to the tax hub here, e-invoice submission list. Always open. Only one single user allowed to open if you are running by network environment. Okay? So, or some of customers server never use. When they switch on the server moment, they just open, leave it there. Okay? Then the workstation can do submission. Okay? You can multi-user submission your e-invoice. Okay? Then secondly is under the non-stock item. If you put X-ray, when you put invoice, means that once you upload to LHDM, our 3A system auto converted to classification code 022 or 036. Okay, and fourth, only invoice can cancel when within 72 hours or reject. Buyer can reject. Buyer can reject. Okay, within 72 hours. Reset is only 3A reset. When moment you're facing invalid or cancel. But somehow, all those invalid, as I say, please go to my invoice portal, check whether is it valid or maybe 3A invalid. Okay? So this thing can happen. Unless LHDM both are invalid, then you can reset and resubmit again. Okay? And then after that, those using multi-currency, please follow international currency, except RM. RM, our system will auto-convert to MYR. If using Sing dollar, USD, Euro, Yen, please follow international currency code. You can get it linked from SDK. This SDK will show you the currency list for all the country currency. Okay, and then as I say, when you do batch submission, LHDM limited 5 MB size. Okay? That means per batch, you're only able to submit 100. If you have more than 100, means that you split to 2 batch number to submit. Okay? And then one invoices do not to submit. One invoice try do not key more than 250 items. So far, we have tested one invoice, 200 items, less than 300 KB. I think they will enhance. One day, LHDM will enhance. Okay, another thing is document number. Be careful. If your supplier will stroke, you backslash, either EI or ECN, EDN or Refano. Do not put slash and backslash because our system still enhanced yet. Because when you upload the report message, you cannot submit.
No.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. My today briefing. So now I open for Q&A. For Q&A. So before Q&A, okay, I give a briefing lah. How to do this register? A briefing for register my invoice portal. Okay. If you're facing the problem, how to submit? We have a summary list here. How to register my invoice portal. Can you see anyone? I'm sharing the work file called e-Invoice preliminary guide.
Yes.
Anybody can see? Yes, huh? Okay, as I say, you have to register my invoice portal. Okay? And then, so if you're facing any problem, please call this LHDM. Okay? Then you need to register our CTE as immediately. We give a TIN number and BRN number for you to fill in and together with the date range. Okay? And then remember this one, make sure your permission is all full right. Make sure. Okay? That's it. So if you're facing any problem on my text, my invoice portal or add immediately, please call LHDM. Okay? So now I open for this Q&A for 15 minutes. Anyone just have a question want to ask? Can you ask? Let me know your company name, your name, please.
Okay, my name is Chin. I'm from Taiwan.
Okay,
Malaysia.
yes.
Yes, as we have already closed the account for February at this period, so how I cannot make any changes for the date. So can you assist if my tax invoice I cannot submit at this moment?
Okay, there's another way is either you change your invoice date to current date you submit. Either you submit as consolidated e-invoice. In fact, to let you know, we tested 2 months invoices able to submit consolidated. I believe that IRB, they never have control for moment. Although the guideline, they mentioned that the consolidated, they give a grace period 1 month plus following month 7 days before you must submit. But in fact, February, now you're in March able to submit. You can try. Okay, second question. Who else?
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Tracy,
Yes, you're from where?
Miss Liao from Hiap Hong.
Yes.
So I want to check with you. Just now you say e-invoice must submitted 3 days within after the transaction must submit within 3 days. Is that what you say?
Yes, based on your document date.
So
because this just to let you know, in the guideline, they say no time frame. Okay? No time frame. But in the LHDN, when you do the submission, you cannot backward more than 3 days. Okay? That means you have to, within 3 days, you must submit already.
So within, that means the sale done on the 1st must submitted by the 4th.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that means all these invoices we can send in by batches as well.
Send in by?
Batches?
Yes, correct. Because we encourage to send for the soft copy instead of hard copy. Because environmental lah, paperless lah. You know nowadays so many disaster. Okay, come the next customer, next question. If you, let's say you still have question want to ask, we have support WhatsApp line 03802328818. You can put your question there, then when we free, we can answer. Okay, another question. Next customer.
I'm Angie from KR Premium.
Okay.
Can I ask, because we haven't started the e-invoice, but then I mean we should go and register the My Invoice portal now, so that you can link to the system already.
Yes. Okay. Good question.
It's for the validation purpose, is it? Because we
So
haven't.
now onward, or voluntarily, you can register, you can submit, even though if you want by voluntarily. So now on the spot, you do submission, you do the register first, because why? If you're under P3, you implement on 1st of July, okay, of course you don't wait for last minute. After you already register My Invoice portal, you add CTE as immediately. Please try submit one invoice. Then check your My Invoice portal. Make sure it's valid. Then after that, you just make a cancellation and put the reason, say this is cancel for testing e-invoice. Okay?
Okay, that mean we are using an actual. You don't provide us any testing so that we can test with.
Then why not? You can go for pre-poll, but we are not encourage pre-poll because they have more creating the submission issue. But now I don't know lah. That one is 3 months ago. They are facing quite a lot of problem in pre-poll.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next. Next.
Tracy, Miss Liao again from Hap Hong. So based on what you're saying is that even though my company haven't started the e-invoice implementation, we can now use the My Invoice portal to do the submission and do the testing on the actual.
Yes, can. But remember, make cancellation, cancel. Because why? If you didn't cancel, the LHDM will keep as a record your income. Try to do cancel. Just test 1 or 2 documents or sell bill or consolidate or EI, submit. Once successfully, make cancel and put the reason. This is for testing purpose. Okay, just auto. Mr. Ong, anything? Who else? Okay, if not, I need to inform you all, a lot of customers facing one problem. Until now, they're still misreading about the cell bill e-invoice. They always keep saying that, oh, the supplier, I need to issue cell bill e-invoice. Actually, it's not. Only 9 scenario you need to issue the cell bill e-invoice, especially overseas supplier imported goods. The custom give second end of the month period for submission based on your custom declaration date. If anyone have imported services, okay? Imported services, no K1 form. So, it based on either you receive the supplier foreign invoice, then you submit, key in your invoice and submit. Okay? They give you 1 month grace period. Means that next month, end of the month period to submit. Okay? Let's say you pay payment in advance first. Then we base on the payment date to calculate following next end month date. Before the following end month date, you must submit your imported services. Secondly, for individual, okay, we know you are renting you rent your this factory, okay, with somebody. Okay, or free lunches, you pay money, or for illegal foreign worker without the permit company name. You have to issue cell bill e-invoice. Okay, so although this individual, you can submit as consolidated cell bill e-invoice using TIN number 000010 as a general public. Okay, as a general public. Okay, so then you have to submit cell bill e-invoice. Okay? Another thing is, let's say there's one Miss Chin. She walk in and buy the laptop from CTE computer. Miss Chin is individual. We know under the computer, there is a tax relief. I think it's 2005, right? Per year tax relief. So this Miss Chin asked for tax invoice. Let's say today, they say, account CTE, Miss Wong, I need to buy your laptop. Miss Wong from CTE will issue the e-invoice. But Miss Chin forgotten request the e-invoice for herself. So what happened? This Miss Wong already submit consolidated e-invoice. So there's a two-way to do. First thing, this Miss Wong on CTE account clerk, she have to check within 72 hours. If let's say yes, still within 72 hours, then they can cancel the console. But consolidated e-invoice, if you console too much of invoices, we not encourage you to cancel. Because why? If you console 50 invoices, they combine all 50 invoices, that means you cancel one invoice, but it's considered you cancel 50 invoices, which means 49 invoices I don't want to cancel. What you want to do is, you can do CN, credit note, the best one. Submit as consolidated credit note. Remember just now we show you, you submit consolidated e-invoice, okay, for this Miss Chin personnel by the computer. So the CTE account clerk, she have to issue CN to cancel the invoice. Okay, means that she need to submit consolidated CN. Okay, so then she have to issue the new invoice and submit as e-invoice, and then they can print out the e-invoice QR code for this Miss Chin. That's why for consolidated EI, okay, for consolidated cell bill, you can do it in last 2 days, last 3 days. Don't do it on the spot, because we don't know which company requests the e-invoice. Especially now some customers still not implement. Some already implement, never ask for it. So although the government allow you to submit console, although you're under the relaxing period. So try to do consolidate e-invoice next month before 7 days. Maybe it's 3rd day you submit console. Okay, unless this cash sale, you will have very big volume of your cash sales, a lot of consolidated, then maybe you submit as weekly. Okay, in fact, customer, if they never request e-invoice, you can submit as consolidated e-invoice. Okay, so any question? Next one.
This is Angie again, Angie from KR Premium. Can I ask you, you are talking about consolidated invoice. Just now you did mention each submission there is a limit of size that we can submit, right? So from your experience, from your 3A computer, how many invoices we can consolidate in one submission?
100. Because why? I don't care it's EI or console EI. The LHDM give a limitation size 5 MB. So in our 3A system auto, when you select all documents to submit console or EI, the system only select 100 invoices.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's all. Anything else?
Tracy, Miss Liao from Hep Hong. So
Okay.
for this EI invoice, the number, we can still use back our company present number to continue the present number, is it?
Yes, you can, but don't use slash and backslash, huh?
Or don't use slash and backslash.
For moment, our system 3A IT still need to fix this issue because this issue not from IRB, is from our 3A. So we still need to enhance the problem lah. Okay? Moment, don't put dash, don't put dash can, no problem. Slash or backslash, no. Not allowed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Sorry, if our existing invoice number is already using the slash, I mean, all along, we are allowed to do that. So for this e-invoice, we have to change it because of 3A
Yes.
still have this problem.
Unless this is your internal branch transfer, you issue invoice, then you no need to submit e-invoice. Not all the invoice you need to submit e-invoice. Be careful. Please go and look for the guideline from LHDM. Okay? The reason guideline is on 22nd of February. They come out the new guideline as well. Every almost 2 months, they come out the new guidelines. Okay? And then another question customer asks, hey, I already implement my e-invoice. We are under P2, phase 2. So, but my supplier, phase 3. Should I issue self-bill e-invoice? No, no need. No need. Although like this Matik, they are under businessmen. Okay? They have SSM number, but they are exempted because it's less than 150,000. Okay? So you no need to submit self-bill e-invoice, no need to ask for Matik. Request the e-invoice. They just give you the normal invoice, normal receipt. Okay? Government for moment is exempted. If you supply for government servant, of course you need to submit e-invoice. If let's say you have JBJ, renew license or renew SSN, that one government will give you e-invoice because they are exempted. Although some country was government, they also issue e-invoice. Maybe one day we don't know Okay, for moment is exempted.
Tracy, Miss Liao again, sorry. I want to ask regarding the e-invoice. Let's say my customer is a walking customer and he requested e-invoice on the spot. So we can generate the e-invoice on the spot for them as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Then, but that one haven't submitted to the LHDN one. Is that so?
Because IRB don't care you submit what kind of invoice, you still can use back your existing format, your prepaid form, the letterhead. Doesn't matter. Unless they say, sorry?
Even the invoice is without the QR
matter.
code.
Doesn't matter. Yes. Unless the request, upon the request, then you print with the e-invoice with QR code. Okay? Print on laser printer. Don't print from dot matrix. Do not print from dot matrix.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, try to join this webinar from certain of these sometimes they have free course or LHDM. You log in, they invite you they come for the e-invoice, so you get more knowledge so that you won't make mistake. So not all you need to issue the self-bill e-invoice, not all, especially local supplier. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much.
One more question, Tracy. I'm Chin from Private again. How about for the transporter? They send goods from for us. So do I need to submit a self-bill invoice for self-bill
I
invoice?
need to ask you, this transporter is local transporter Malaysia, right?
Yes.
Secondly, I need to ask you, did they conducting any business?
No.
No. Then you have to issue self-bill e-invoice. You use the EI 00010 General Public Team, submit as consolidated self-bill e-invoice.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, huh?
Understand. All right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.